What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael. Today we have new cards to talk about, include a whole bunch of new Gladiator beasts. That's pretty neat. Glad beasts were a tier 1 or 0 deck back in their prime. In the GX era, they were the best deck, and they had several nerfs and then it took I don't know how many years for them to finally actually take their cards off the list. But anyway, let's get into the first card. Gladiator beats Sagittari. It is a level 3 Wind Winged Beast monster with 1400 attack, 1000 defense. First effect: if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, you can discard one Gladiator Beast card, draw 2 cards. Okay. Use graveyard, draw your cards. Great all around. Love it. And then the second effect, and all Gladiator Beasts have this effect, so if I don't cover this effect on the other monsters, because they're all the same, after the second effect, but at the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, you can shuffle it into the deck and special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except for itself. So yeah, all of them have that second effect. I remember that, but Gladiator Beasts are a battle-centric archetype. They want to fight, and then they get a new monster out at the end, or at the end of the battle phase, and that's just how they always work, and they care about being special summoned. But yeah, the draw two, discard, draw two, effects like that are usually pretty good in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because drawing cards is pretty good. Next card is Gladiator Beast Atrix. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator monster, you can send one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck or graveyard, or deck or extra deck to the graveyard, except for itself. Until the end of the turn, this card's level and name becomes that monster. So I believe there were Gladiator beasts that required certain ones by name, and because it becomes a name, that's pretty good. So I don't, and I Foolish Burials too, and that's Foolish Burialing a card is usually pretty relevant. I'm not sure how relevant it is Glad Beasts. I know that they have Darius to special summon one back from the guard. Or does Darius add? I don't know. One of them special summons one back from the graveyard and one of... But anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, forgot to say it has 800 attack and 2000 defense and is level 4 Beast Warrior. It's a tanky target, which is pretty neat. Anyway, Gladiator Beast Vespasius is a level 7 Water Sea Serpent effect monster with 2300 attack and 0 defense. You can only use its first effect once per turn. Oh man, this one looks different. If your Gladiator Beast monster battles a monster at the start of damage type, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so it summons itself. Alright, cool. This is special summoned by a Gladiator Beast monster effect. While this card is special summoned by a Gladiator Beast monster effect is in your monster zone, monsters you control gain 500. Seems kind of underwhelming. And then it has the shuffle back in special summon. I don't know. The 500 attack is good because I need to fight, but at the same time, it seems really underwhelming compared to the discard and draw two, and even the Foolish Burial effect. So let's scroll down. They have a new fusion monster called Gladiator Beast Dominus. Domitanus. The level 10 Dark Sea Serpent fusion effect monster. 3500 attack, 1200 defense, and it requires Gladiator Beast Vespasius and 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. So you need to run this dude. Anyway. First effect. Must be special summoned by shuffling the above card you control into the deck. You do not use polymerization. So yes, they are a contact fusion deck. And they shuffle back in, which is pretty neat. That's what contact fusing used to do. Neos, I believe, used to do the same. Anyway, once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. That's pretty good. Second, you choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. Ooh. That second effect seems kind of annoying to deal with. Third effect. At the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, you can return to the extra deck, special summon one Glad Beast monster from your deck. It requires a hefty, 3 monsters to make, but its second effect is, or its first effect, the negation effect is really good. Its second effect allows you to choose how they attack, although they could probably out it anyway. But they have to play around a negation, which is fine. This card's pretty good. I think the biggest downside is that you have to play Gladiator Beast Vespasius. Although at least Vespasius summons itself, so it's not like totally bad. So I don't know, maybe this card sees played because this one isn't like the worst card ever, it just seems underwhelming. But who knows, maybe it'll play out better. Next off, we have a Link monster called Slave Panther. And it's a Link 2 Earth Beast effect monster, and its Link arrows are bottom left and the bottom. It needs 2 monsters, including a Gladiator Beast. You can only use each of this card's effects per turn, name per turn, so power once per turn for both effects. If this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. Urging is always good. Adding a card like that, that's always fine. Helps you go, you need 2 monsters to make this, and then it adds you a card as well. So I believe you break even. Instead of the -1 that Link summoning usually is, technically, for card economy. Second, you can target one Gladiator Beast monster you control, return that Gladiator Beast to the deck, and if you do, special summon one from your deck, 1 Gladiator Beast monster with an original name different than the returned monster, as if it was special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster. This is Test Panther. That's what this is. Just like the Test Tiger. That's pretty good actually. Especially because you can normal summon. A way to summon this, for example, would be normal summon a Gladiator Beast, special summon Test Tiger, and then you can immediately link off into this, or you can special summon if you're playing the. If you wanted to, you could play the Performance Engine and then summon Hat Tricker as well. But I think that just with Test Tiger is enough to make this. And this is a really good card for the deck, though. This is close to what the deck needed. They also need a way to get around bigger monsters since they need attack to get their effects. Alright, next card. Gladiator Beast Comeback. Normal spell card. Special summon from your hand or graveyard 1 Gladiator Beast monster with a type different from the monsters you control, and if you do, it cannot be destroyed by battle. It's not a hard once per turn. That's pretty good. You can keep special summoning as long as you don't have, as long as you keep summoning out new types. This helps out get out the Link monster more. Helps you not feel as bad for the Link monster. Although, yeah, this is just a good card. It's a good searchable monster reborn. I think it's because you can search out the Link monster. I know they have a search card too, but I don't know if their search card requires is Gladiator Beast monster or just Gladiator Beast. But anyway, moving on. We have a quick play spell card called United Gladiator Beasts. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn, and during the turn you activated this, you cannot declare attacks except for Gladiator Beast monsters. It's going to be something powerful. During the battle phase, shuffle into the deck from your hand, field, or graveyard fusion materials listed on a Gladiator Beast fusion monster, then special summon that monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. This is to like help push for OTK. There are tons of cards like this. I don't know Gladiator Beast well enough to know if they wanted this, but I don't think this is gonna see play if I had to make a guess, because most of the time cards like this don't see play in like the best forms of the deck. There will be people that play it, of course, because they just want to play the Gladiator Beast cards. But this card is not. This card's not bad. It just like if you're short on damage, you play it and just go and finish the OTK. Hopefully. Anyway, next card is a quick play spell card. Or not quick play, a continuous spell card. My bad. You can only activate the second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect is Gladiator Beast. Monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects except during the battle phase. Second, if a Gladiator Beast monster is special summoned from your deck, you can special summon from your deck in defense position one Gladiator Beast monster with a different type from the monsters you control. So, you attack in, you get its effect, shuffle back in, special summon at the end of the battle phase, which allows you to summon another one and this card allows you to summon another one, which allows you to go into your Link monster or any of your other fusions, anything like that. This card's pretty fine. This card's fine. It's a good card for the deck. It provides protection and it allows special summoning more. I don't know the deck well enough to say numbers on this, but from my initial impression, if I were to just be like, I'm gonna learn how to play Gladiator Boost today, I'd try it at like 2 or 3 at first, and then cut more, cut it, depending on how it ends up playing. But we'll see. Trap cards. Yeah, trap cards. Mad Gladiator Beast. Normal trap, you target one. You target face-up cards on the field up to the number of Gladiator Beast monsters you control and destroy them. Oh my gosh! Wow, that one's actually really good. That's like which will be Steeds, but Steeds didn't target. But that's pretty good. You just can blow up their whole field. I dig it. Gladiator Beasts are a slower deck anyway, so maybe they'll play this too. They're a slower deck. They don't really OTK. They don't stun that hard. They're more like a tempo deck. Play somewhere in the middle. And so then maybe this card is good enough to see play in that deck. Next card is Gladiator Namachia. Continuous trap card. While you control a Gladiator Beast monsters your opponent control must attack if able. Once per turn, you can shuffle one Gladiator Beast monster from your hand into the deck, then target one Gladiator Beast monster you control until the end of the turn. That monster gains attack equal to its original defense. If this card in the spell and trap card zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can activate this card for the rest of the turn. Gladiator Beast monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So, what this card does is it makes your opponent attack you, which is fine, because you want them to be attacked, kind of. It buffs your Gladiator Beasts so that they're harder to kill by battle, which is fine. And if it's destroyed, your Gladiator Beast monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, which is very good. It doesn't care how it's destroyed either, which is pretty neat. I don't think this is good enough though. Still, maybe it is, and I'm just underrating it. Anyway, we got a few more cards to talk about. I think more over the Hakai lore. Oh, just never mind. It's more of the Hakai lore. Um, yeah. Um, maybe we'll do a video on the lore of this if you guys actually care about that. Anyway, that's it for the day. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send us any cool replays or deck profiles, our email is in the description as always. If you send it to us, we'll probably feature it on the channel. There's a high chance. And of course, have a wonderful day.